There is a glue strainer here. Sand this wash once. Remove this screw and you see it. Before removing the screws, close this valve to prevent the glue from leaking down. This way, the valve is in the closed position. A small cap is used underneath to catch the residual glue. Use two spanners, one to fix and one to loosen the screws. It is this filter that is cleaned once every 3 days. This is the filter for big glue, which also needs cleaning. After 3 days, if the filter is still clean, you can extend it by 3 days and check and clean it again. Be sure to use two spanners, one alone, and the iron pipe will follow when you rotate it. It will look like this. After locking the screws, remember to open the glue valve. This lock is the power on button. To turn it on is to power up and to turn it off is to power down. Turning to the right is to turn on the power. This is the English and Chinese toggle button. The first is that the machine alarm button is switched off and the machine stops alarming when clicked. Production on switch. When the production on switch is clicked, the machine enters automatic operation mode. Click on the line switch and the machine will run. If a problem occurs with the machine, you can click to contact us. Tell us about the version of the screen and the version of the PLC. About the machine's parameter editing screen, do not modify the contents of the parameters and this cannot be modified. The parameters are forbidden to be modified. This is to access the production and commissioning screen. Click the button and the machine will feed back the action, such as stop cylinder, fixed cylinder. You'll know it's that cylinder that does the work when you click the button. This is the front and rear cylinder, which is used to hold the LED module in place. On the next page, the belt conveyor motor switch button. The first option is how long to activate the LED module after it has been sensed. Number of incoming bars LED modules are carried out in several quantities at once. It is best to allow access to only one LED module. Do not change the other parameters. This is the on/off button for the belt motor. Once the glue has been added, we enter the machine's glue dispensing screen. Once the glue has been added, we need to open the glue valve below. Open the valve switches for A and B glues. Hand pins down for open. Because it's a test now, glue the valve off. During normal production, after adding glue, the valve needs to be opened. Enter the glue mixing interface. On the next page, set the amount of glue. The amount of glue is how many grams per 5 seconds. The default of the machine system. The maximum amount of glue is 60 grams per 5 seconds. The speed of glue is 60 grams per 5 seconds. More than 60 grams cannot be modified. The speed of glue B is 16 grams per 5 seconds. Now the glue formula we use is 10:1. A glue is 10, B glue is 1. If the amount of glue A is 20 grams, the amount of glue B is 2 grams. Because of the mixing method of R glue and B glue, according to the ratio of 10:1, I now set the parameters of the glue at will. When the machine is running normally, the glue will be set according to the correct value. When the machine is used for the first time, use glue first to get the air out of the tube. The machine parameters are set to a relatively large value to carry out the gum removal and get the air out. This is when the machine is used for the first time and the glue is drained out first. When draining the glue, if the glue is intermittent and there is air in between, it means that the air in the tube has not been drained sufficiently. So when lining up the glue, set the value to the maximum first. When draining glue, set according to this value. Then return to the next page, where we set the time for the glue to come out to the maximum. In this way, the glue discharge time is 320 seconds. We click glue A and glue B. After clicking the AB glue, then click the glue to start. The machine will discharge the AB glue. This is the choice of glue A and glue B. Then click Start. Select glue A, the machine will discharge glue A. Choose glue B, and the machine will discharge glue B. We do this by draining the glue out and getting the air out of the inside of the machine tubes. Once the air has been exhausted from the tube, we proceed to the next step. With the glue. When the machine is used for the first time, the amount of glue discharged from the machine needs to be calibrated. We need to measure whether the weight of the glue discharged from the machine corresponds to the actual weight of the glue. We need to prepare an electronic scale to weigh the glue. Before draining the glue, we need to remove this glue mixing tube unit. Remove this and only then proceed to drain the glue. The glue is coming out of here. On the left is the roll of A gum and on the right is the roll of B gum. When the machine is discharging the glue, we check whether the glue flows on continuously or intermittently. The glue is flowing on continuously, indicating that there is no more air inside the tube. If the glue flows on intermittently and not all the way, it means that there is air inside the tube. Once the glue has been drained, we proceed to the next step, weighing the glue. Change this glue out time to 5 seconds. Gum out time changed to 5 seconds. Glue mixing. Click on the glue stirring just at the glue outlet. The motor is rotating. When the machine is running normally, we do not need to bother with it. This button is just a test to see if the motor is running properly. Click on the spin button and the motor here will spin. Bucket stirring button. Click. Glue is stirred inside bucket A. This mixing is done in bucket A. Date of manufacture of glue. Glue older than 3 ounces needs to be stirred. The glue has not been used for a long time and needs to be stirred. Mixing time about 15 to 20 分钟. Use is sufficient. The glue is stirred before use. This way the substances inside the glue will be well mixed together. In the next step, after the glue out time has been changed to 5 seconds, click Glue Output Setting. The setting of glue A and glue B here is set according to the method of 10:1. A glue is 20 grams and B glue is 2 grams. If the amount of glue is too small, you can set glue 30 grams, B glue 3 grams. The larger the value, the more glue output. The glue nozzle of the machine moves very slowly, the more glue is produced in this place. The faster the working head moves, the thinner the glue coverage will be. Next, let's find the cup. Check if the time is 5 seconds. Click a glue button. Click Glue Out Start. At the glue outlet, the machine discharges the glue for 5 seconds. How much glue is discharged from the glue outlet roll? We need to place the glue in the electronic weighing. The amount of glue coming out of the glue, whether it is the same as the set value. We need to measure the sample 5 times and click 5 times. Assume 19克加18克加18克加20克加19克5等于 18.8 G. The sum of the 5 glue outputs is divided by 5 to check that the value is the same as the set value. Use the cap manually in this place to catch the drained glue. New machines with inaccurate glue output require us to tune the glue output. A glue is drained times and then placed on an electronic weighing scale. What is the weight of the check glue? The weight of the glue divided by 5 is the average value of the glue discharged each time. Weighting of the glue input into the machine. Click to set the amount of glue. Here the machine output is specified as 20 克, but the actual output does not match. Assume that the actual glue output is only 15 grams. We are going to calibrate the parameters of the machine. Click to set the coefficient. The password is 88888. Click OK to log in. We put in the weight of the glue that we have just weighed in the electronic scale. Suppose the actual glue weight of glue A is 15 grams and we enter 15 into the machine. Fill in whatever the actual weight of the glue is. I am now assuming that the actual weight is 15 grams. Once you have entered the values, click on the Calculate button. Click on it, calculate it, and the result will appear. The result of the calculation is now 0.9 and we enter the value of 0.9小时 hour. A value of 0.9 is entered into the machine and the machine automatically calibrates the glue output. We can repeat the test as we have just done to check that the actual amount of glue coming out is the same as the set value. The calibration is done in the same way for the B glue output. Using the cups, Drain the B glue. Drain the glue out 2 times and measure the total weight of the glue. The total weight of glue B divided by 5 is the actual amount of glue produced. Input the actual weight into the machine. When using an electronic scale to measure the weight of the glue, we need to remove the weight of the cup first. We must enter the actual weight of the glue. Do not fill in numbers at will. After the values of glue A and glue B are all calibrated, there is no need to modify them later. I will repeat the demonstration. Watch the video and explain. These are the 2 parameters by which we tell the machine how much glue I need to discharge every 5 seconds. Suppose now we ask glue B to discharge 10 kilograms of glue out every 5 seconds. Here the time must be set to 5 seconds. Then we click on the B glue button. Then click on this glue out to start. Then check how many grams of B glue are actually drained out. Because the glue that comes out once is too little, we drained the glue 5 times. If the actual glue discharged does not correspond to the values shown here, the numerical results do not match and we need to calibrate the machine parameters. Enter the password 88888. Enter the actual amount of glue out. Put x 加 x 加 x 加 x 加 x 加 x5 等于 Click Calculate. Then we take this value and fill it in here. Enter it into the machine and you're done. We can check again that the weight of the glue we have just calibrated is accurate. Well, that's the end of today's video presentation. Today we will focus on how to calibrate the weight of the glue discharged after receiving new machine. After the machine has been calibrated, the A and B glues are set to mix 10:1.